They're in the possession of but one truly enviable talent. The ability to detect dead flesh.
The buzzing is frightfully loud.
It's not the buzzing that should concern you, madam, but rather when the buzzing stops.
From the movie Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, which is opening up this weekend. We'll talk about that later in WUTQ Tips this morning with some ideas on what you might do for your entertainment dollar this weekend or things to do for free. There's some zombie-like creatures in New Hampshire right now supporting lots of different candidates. And we also have Jim Zecca on the line. I'm not suggesting he's one of the zombies, but he's supporting Donald Trump. And he's up in New Hampshire right now as part of that Carl Palladino-sponsored caravan that went up. Jim, how are you?
Good. How you guys doing?
Not bad.
Snowing here in New Hampshire.
Is it? Yeah, we actually reported the weather forecast early on this morning, and they said it was 33 with some light snow showers.
Yeah, we just talked about it. We got folks. We're all tough from upstate New York anyway. We got folks from Buffalo, from Utica area and Rochester, so we're used to all this. Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. How was the trip itself? Uneventful?
It was interesting. Did you see the picture when we got off the bus?
Yes.
At the headquarters, we ran into one of the fringe candidates, the Democratic fringe candidate, Vermin. Yeah, he was quite interesting.
Yeah, Vermin with some supporters up there. You see some wackos up there. It's sort of like an NFL football game with the ways people support their candidates up there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, this is the big one. This is the first big real primary. So we got off the bus. We got into the headquarters and went through a little training last night and started putting together some of the signs for the campaign. Help them with that, gathering information, and we're ready to roll this morning. It's pretty well organized. We've got a group going to be going out door to door, knocking on doors. Actually,
how many
people knocking here?
How many houses do you think you'll hit, Jim?
I don't know. It's hard to say. Hang on. I'm going to have Patrick talk to you, my roommate.
All right. Pat Delaney also on the phone with us here this morning from New Hampshire. Hey, Pat.
How's it going, guys? How are you?
Not bad. Hey, does Jim snore?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, all right.
1,000%.
So what was it like? What was the trip like? How many folks actually joined you on the bus from Buffalo?
It was right around 50 people, and it was quite an adventurous trip because the surrounding countryside is pretty nice, pretty good scenic trip, and it took us through beautiful upstate New York and into Massachusetts and then into New Hampshire. So really scenic countryside, and the trip was filled with good people, so it was a lot of fun.
And Pat, what's the strangest thing you've seen so far up there?
I got to say, what Jim mentioned about that gentleman who we saw when we got off the bus, Furman, because that was pretty wacky. When we just get off the bus, the first thing we see is this whole group of people that are just marching down the street with these cardboard signs and dressed in full costume, and it was pretty outrageous.
Did he have the boot on his head?
Oh yeah.
More citizens or more media up there right now?
There's a lot of media, but I've seen more citizens around, to be honest with you. Just walking up and down the street, a lot more citizens.
A sense of support for one candidate over the other at this point?
Trump's got a big ground game there, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're seeing some numbers from a CNN poll. Bernie Sanders seems to be, ramping up his percentage for maybe some constituents and their support there.
I'll tell you this. All I know is about Trump, and he's got a massive effort going here.
Great.
Yes. And how long have you been a supporter and a believer of Donald Trump? Are you a recent convert, or have you seen this coming down the pike for a while?
Well, since the beginning. I mean, I know that Trump has had what it takes, because I was in support of him back when he was thinking about running for governor. And now that he threw his head into the ring for president, I know he's the guy to get the job done. It's just a matter of him, getting everything together and getting the job done. That's all it takes. Him getting into office, I know he'll be a good president.
Right. Now, if you had to choose another candidate, I've asked asked a lot of people this question, and Jimmy Carter was asked this question the other day. If he had to choose between Cruz and Trump, he said he would choose Trump. What if Trump wasn't in it? Who would you pick?
To be honest with you, gentlemen, I don't know what I would do, because here's the thing. I love Donald Trump because not only is he going to make America great again, but he's an outsider, and I don't see that in any of the other candidates. They all are guys who are part of the Washington elite, and Trump's not that guy. So to me, I don't think any other candidate makes the cut.